Okay, we're recording and live. All right. Let's get straight into the updates and the situation so far and the situation as it is now. So there's a really good news today about the Angry Balls game testing. I'll get to that in a minute. First and foremost, I'll deal with the questions and queries and things that have come up in the server over the past week. And first things first, so a lot of people seem to be a bit confused about the 3D and the 2D drops. So first of all, we've got the 3D actual drop of the 3D collection. Some people think that that's done and it's finished. It's not. Never said it's finished. It's not quite finished yet. So if you haven't got 3D rollers yet, all of your 3D rollers, it's because the drop isn't finished yet. So a lot of people have been asking about this, like, hey, where's my 3D rollers? There's loads of tickets being opened. I haven't been sent my 3D rollers, etc., and so on. The drop isn't finished yet. So until we actually announce that it's finished, just hold tight and you will get your rollers. So the main reason that they haven't been finished dropped yet is because of that other query that seems to be coming up. And I'm going to have to make this sort of statement and announcement again because somehow people have actually missed it, which is crazy. But anyway, so a few weeks ago or over a month ago, the developer accidentally dropped 3D rollers, 3D high rollers into the 2D high roller contract into that collection. Now, people that are paying attention obviously noticed because it fucked up the rarity, and basically that we accidentally dropped 401 3D high roller artwork NFTs into the 2D collection, and because of their different traits, they all went to like the top of the charts. So everybody's 2D rollers moved down by like 401 places. Now, everybody should know about this. Like, there was a big load of FUD, and everybody was upset about it. Obviously, it was an error. So to rectify that, what we did was, and this is probably like the 50th time I've announced this and spoke about it, but anyway, what we did was we decided to just update the metadata of those 401 3D rollers that should not have been in the 2D collection. We updated the metadata to make them 2D high rollers, so that all those people that got an extra high roller, which was basically a mistake 3D high roller in their wallet, those have all been changed to 2D high rollers. So those 401 mistakes, which were 3D high rollers commingling in the 2D collection, have now been transformed into new 2D high rollers. So that was a good fix for that situation. Another fix for that situation, and also to apologise and show a gesture of goodwill and good faith, we said we'd drop extra high rollers to everybody. And so as far as we got with that was, we gave every single wallet an extra high roller. Okay, so 401 3D high rollers that were mistakes became 2D high rollers. So what seems to have happened is some people got a 3D high roller, even though it was in the same collection as the 2D, which they shouldn't be. So some people got those and then basically ignored all the announcements saying that this is a mistake, etc., blah, blah. And then when we switched them, the metadata, when IMX finally did the refresh for us, did the recrawl rather, their 3D rollers now become 2D rollers, and people have been complaining about that. So you just can't win in these situations, unfortunately. Now, we made a mistake, but we've fixed it, and we've remedied it by giving people free NFTs. The 3D rollers that were not actual 3D rollers have become 2D rollers. Some people have been complaining, but that is what's happened, and we've been transparent about the whole thing. So I apologise for that again, but it is fixed now. So the 2D collection is now free of any commingling 3D weird high rollers that shouldn't be there. 2D collection is the 2D collection as it always should have been, and it is now. And the 3D collection has been released, and it is exactly as it should be as well. And they both have their own rarity charts in IMX rarity, so you can track the rarity of your 3D rollers, track the rarity of your 2D high rollers. So all of that's fine, that's fixed. Now, what's outstanding is we have not completed the drop of the free 2D high rollers, because when we made this mistake, I decided to just let everybody have an extra NFT for everyone that they're holding, so that everybody doubles. That's not been complete yet either, so please be patient until I actually announce that that is complete. All that's been dropped to people are an additional 1 per wallet, and obviously people that had received the mistake 3D rollers, obviously they've now got extra 2D high rollers. So now all of that is out there in the open, and hopefully everyone listens to this and we don't have to deal with the same weird complaints again. All that's left is to complete the free bonus, as in these are gifts being given to you, 2D roller drop, which I'm working with at the moment with the dev, but there's a lot of logs that need to be checked, and also IMX needs to be doing a recall so that these airdrops can actually get pushed out properly. And then we need to finish the 3D drop 1-for-1 for everybody who's been waiting for those for a long time. So please, I have to ask you to stop asking when 2D free roller, when 3D roller. Stop opening tickets about it, because it will be announced when all of this is done. And then when it's done, if there are still problems, you can then start asking for help about it. Because the chat, people complain about the chat being quiet and all of this sort of thing, and not much hype anymore. But it's really difficult to bring. It's almost pointless to try and bring people into this chat when everyone's just complaining they haven't got their free stuff, or they haven't got their 3D roller, or haven't got their tokens claiming right. It's just become like a support ticket channel. It's become like a general help sort of server, actually. And it's not ideal. I obviously understand that people are frustrated, but it kind of just shows that most people are kind of just being a little bit selfish and beyond, not seeing like the bigger picture. Like, free stuff doesn't really matter that much in the long run. It will get dealt with. So we want people to be kind of a bit more positive about the future. So now all of that stuff is dealt with, and I've made that announcement again. Hopefully everyone can sort of listen and understand what's going on there. Now, the poker game. Like I posted the other day, one of the key developers for the poker game, unfortunately, is actually based in Ukraine. So he's not in a good situation at the moment. And speaking to the other poker devs, they do kind of need him. However, they also have some delays on their end anyway, but I am pushing them to get the previews and some record and some sneak previews, some images, some footage of the most recent work that's been going on with the poker game. But the good news is that they are still working on it. I think there's 3 or 4 total developers working on it. One of them is in the Ukraine. He's to do with the animation and stuff. So basically, your thoughts with him at the moment. Hopefully everything's all right, and I'll give you an update as soon as possible on that. But we are obviously still working to get that preview for you all. Next thing, the claiming platform, claiming progress. So there's been a lot of progress with the claiming. There've been updates. People have been given the right amount of tokens. But we've decided we're going to overhaul completely the claiming platform. So it has like a dashboard with more information there, and more specifics, and just basically a more user-friendly interface. So that's going to happen over the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that, working with the devs on that as we speak. Excuse me. So yeah, we will keep you updated and keep rolling out updates in terms of making sure people get the right amounts for their NFTs. Again, it's not something major to worry about until we get version 1 of the poker game out, because the price of the token is not likely to move until we've got working games. So that brings me on to really good news, actually, with the Angry Balls game. So we allowed 20 people to come and beta test the Angry Balls game, and the feedback has been incredible so far. Basically, it's an amazingly addictive game, and I struggle. I've probably played it for hours and hours, and I couldn't even get past level 4. Now, 2 people have beaten level 4, and they did it really quickly as well, so I'm feeling kind of embarrassed about that. But the great thing is the leaderboard has got really varied scores. Some people are struggling to get past level 2 and 3. Some people are getting to level 5. And the scores are really varied, so the game works, and it's not easy, and it's very, very addictive. The feedback has been overwhelming, so there's a really hyped group of people in the beta testing Telegram group, and the feedback's been really useful. I had a call with the Angry Balls game devs earlier on, and I've got another call with them tomorrow to finalize the details of integrating the token, BallerX token, with the game. So basically the game, the way it's going to work in terms of play to earn functionality, and also how it's going to bring the price of BallerX up. What we think we're going to do is allow people to, or make it so they have to buy a Balls NFT, which will be 0.06 ETH to be able to play. And they'll also have to buy at least 500,000 BallerX tokens. And then they'll have to stake those tokens. So they'll have to stake a bunch of BallerX tokens and buy a Balls NFT to be able to play the game. And then the points that you earn in the game will probably be they'll just be BallerX tokens, which will go into the staking platform. And then that's how you earn tokens. Also, every week, probably on like a Friday or maybe a Sunday, the top 3 players of the leaderboard will be given prizes in like ETH and tokens, depending on how much volume we've had. So there's big prizes to play for as well. So it's going to be like a passive sort of token earning game to start with. That's kind of the simple way that it's going to work. Later on, we will add more features as people give us more feedback. Like in the beta testing, people are talking about having like versus matches and multiplayer and stuff like that, which is all stuff we can do and add to the roadmap for the game. But the first thing is we need to get this tokenization done, which is going to be happening over the next week or so, if all goes well. Then we're going to promote by partnering up with a charity. And we've got some funds, not a massive amount, to push out some promos for the game with some promo videos, and also a shilling competition so people can actually share their progress with the game and so on. So those are the updates. Those are the major updates. So there's exciting stuff going on. Obviously, apologies for the delays that we've kind of gotten used to with this project, but we are delivering on the roadmap, as I'm sure you will agree. It's just going a little bit slower than usual, or slower than we would hope to be delivering. So that's pretty much it for now. I will upload the recording of this shortly, and if anybody's got any questions, just put them in the AMA chat. Anyone here listening now, feel free to raise your hand. You can come talk to me if you want to. You don't have to. It's all good. And the next update, I imagine we'll have another AMA next week. And by then, hopefully we'll have good news about our Ukrainian colleague who's working on the poker game. Hopefully he's all good. And the tokenization of Angry Balls. And of course, any other ideas are always welcome, but we're getting a bunch of good stuff from the guys in the beta testing for Angry Balls. So I look forward to the day that I can announce the beta testing for the poker game. So in the meantime, thanks very much, everyone, for your patience. Thanks for holding. Thanks for being here. And good times are coming soon. So look out for updates, and I'll talk to you next week.